This is episode 3 of the Stratford Sit Down Podcast. This is me, Emma, and
Tailor.
Our topic for today is just going to be talking about the election going on since today is election day. It is the last day you can vote. Make sure, well, by the time this comes out, you won't have time to vote, but I hope y'all are all voting today. This is your last day, so I really hope y'all actually get out there and yay, vote. I'm sad that I couldn't, but maybe y'all can do it for me.
And before we started the show, I just wanted to say one thing. Y'all, COVID is still a thing. Like, it's not gone. It's not like there's no vaccine for it yet. So continue to wear your mask. Don't hang out in big groups. I am currently having COVID symptoms. So, and it really sucks. So I wouldn't want this for anybody else, especially people who watch our show or the people who go to Stratford. So stay safe, wear your mask.
Yes, that's just very important. Very important to practice proper safety when you're doing out and about, because I would hate for y'all to get sick. I know it's and yeah.
And with the election coming up, I just feel like I'm really scared for the election, because everybody's kind of has like the idea like doesn't matter who we vote in, like we're still like doomed, like it doesn't matter, and like it doesn't matter who we vote in because the electoral college will pick our president instead. So it's like some people just don't want to vote, period. And I think that's like, I don't want to say it's a dumb mindset, because people can believe what they want to believe, but I mean, like, I don't think that we would have the power to vote if our vote didn't matter. And even though Donald Trump did win the electoral vote and not the popular vote, I think even though we're in high school, we probably don't understand all of this like the way we should, because I don't. Even they explain the electoral college every 4 years, and I still don't completely understand it. So, but yeah, vote. Just vote. Like, if y'all will see this later after election day, but I hope y'all did. If y'all are 18, I hope y'all voted. Teachers, I hope you voted.
Yeah, I think at this point in time, a lot of people are just kind of scared because, I don't know, I think there's a lot of things that are going like through people's minds right now. I know me specifically, like, I am also worried. I'm like, oh no, because no matter who you vote for, there's always that fear that you're going to be like having your life and your like way of living in jeopardy. And right now I feel like that's very real, and that fear is real strong for a lot of people right now, especially people like me. Like, I'm a woman, like I'm like very about my own body. I do what I want with me and what I want to do, and right now with that being kind of like challenged right now, and kind of it's like scary, especially when it comes to like this type of like important election where depending on who goes in, like that might be a topic that could be discussed more openly in a political and voting session in the Senate and in the House of Representatives. It's really scary. But I think, I don't know, how are you personally feeling with like all this new stuff with like the pushing of Amy Coney Barrett and all that, and how are you personally feeling with all that?
Well, when I saw her not being able to list all of our freedoms, that scared me, because I learned that in 8th grade, and we literally recited it like really often. And I still remember our 5 freedoms to this day, and I'm not a part of the government at all. Like, you know what I mean? And she's supposed to be so well educated and knowing what she's talking about, because I mean, she's supposed to be qualified for her job, and she's not. So that scared me a lot. And me being a woman, a Black woman, and a part of the LGBT community also, it's like, it's scary. It's just really scary. And the civil unrest.
I think it's the fact that like it was like not even 2 weeks before like a new president was going to be reelected into office, and it's just like, if it's that close, then you should really be letting whoever's the president in that time pick the new Supreme Court justice to fill that chair, because like if there's a chance that you won't be president in a week, then the fact that like,
Bro, that's a life job. Like, and okay, something that I don't understand, right? Is back in the day or whatever, George Washington did not want to be a king. He wanted to be a president, serve terms instead of like a lifelong job. So how come the president gets reelected every 4 years, but like like Amy, whatever her name is, Barrett something, she's gonna be in there for the rest of her life. That's basically like a queen or king, like, and they have more power than the president. So like, is this really a democracy? Is this really what they say it is?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people aren't educated on the fact of like what the Senate does and what is actually going on in the Senate. And I think right now, like just being able to flip the Senate is what we should be focusing on. Like already, like the fact that they're trying to push Amy Coney Barrett in is already going to flip the Senate as it is. It's going to turn it straight into like just a Republican majority House Senate. And I think like it's just the reason why that it's like a lifetime position is because like every 4 years, if you're re-electing someone who's supposed to be interpreting the Constitution, it's going to be changed by public policy and political party. That's why I don't know. I like the fact that it's like a lifetime position because it really prevents the person from changing like the seat getting changed politically over time, like multiple times. It's just kind of like, I don't know. But I don't know. I think it's really important for people to really understand what's going on in the Senate. And for all the viewers back home, I would really encourage you guys to do some research on the Amy Coney Barrett situation and just really looking in and researching just what the Senate is and how important it is to have accurate representation in there. Because I don't think a lot of people understand just how severe this pushing her in it really is. Because there's a chance that Donald Trump might not even be president very soon. And the fact that he's pushing someone into a lifetime position that close is very important. So guys, please do some research and make sure when you're doing research, you're doing it from multiple credible sources, not just like one-sided biased like news sources and everything. Oh my goodness, one of my friends gets his news from Daily Mail. We're not even going to talk about that.
Daily Mail, the same people who post mugshots of Black men who have been killed, but like family photos of white male killers. That doesn't make sense to me.
But yes, please educate yourself, guys. I mean, it's really important for y'all to know what's up. It really is. I guess, I don't know. What I'm wondering is, I don't know. Ooh, I don't know. I really don't know what to expect. What do you think's going to happen, like, in society, like, after this election, bro? That's what I'm really worried about.
I think whether, like, if Donald Trump is elected, there's going to be violence. If Joe Biden is elected, it's going to be violence. Because both sides are like tired for different reasons. Yeah. That's also why it doesn't make sense to me. All these protests that these people are having against masks and so anti-government, but then you want the person who did it to be your president again. You know what I mean? So either way, people are going to be angry. And that's why I personally am staying inside. Because I don't I don't want to be like hate crimed outside, like, you know what I mean? I'm really afraid.
Yeah, I was talking about that earlier. With John. We were like talking about how it's just, I personally am scared for my friends. Like, I'm scared for you. Like, you're LGBT and you're Black. Like, that's already like a double whammy, bro. Like, you're like, I'm so sorry that like these people, like people in America, are legitimately scared right now because they don't know if they're going to be safe after the election results are announced. They don't know if they're going to be like gunned down in the street. And that goes for both sides. Like, both people are scared. Both sides are scared, and rightfully so. Like, I feel like this election right now is just so heavily just it's on the brink, bro. Like, it's on the line, and it's like dipping its toes into just complete and utter like anarchy, and it's really scary because like I don't want my friends, like the people I care about, and not even the people I know personally, but people just, I don't care if I don't know them personally. I don't care if I don't even know they exist. There's people out there in the world that are scared, and I guarantee you that on the news the next day after, there's going to be a news story about someone being killed. Like, there's going to be so many, because people are just going to be thinking with straight impulse and just violence and hatred in their hearts after this election is announced. And that is just what we need to stay inside for. We need to, like, guys, just like stay inside. Don't do anything that would put you or other people in jeopardy. And please, for the people who are, I don't know, I'm you know what, I'm gonna say with like complete other hope. I hope none of y'all are gonna be hurting people after this election, but if you are, please don't do that. Please use your head and use your like proper judgment to make decisions, and don't just stop somebody in the street. So
Also, like, for the people who don't understand why we're so afraid, please respect other people's fears. I mean, like, I remember in 2016 when Donald Trump was elected, and the school that I went to, there wasn't like, it wasn't like Stratford, like there wasn't as many like, like Trump supporters or anything. But I just remember the, what's it called, the tension, like, and
yeah.
I just remember people being so angry but being so afraid at the same time. But now it's just like, it's so much, like there's so much more on the line,
Mm-hmm.
like, and if you can't understand our fears, then don't, like, we don't have to know that. Like, you don't have to slide up on Instagram stories and telling us like we're dumb for feeling the way we do. Like, that's not okay. Like, people have different mental health issues, people have different, like, just fears, and it's completely okay for us to feel this way, especially after these 4 years that we've been through. So just be respectful of both sides. Even if you don't agree with somebody, be respectful. It's okay to have an opinion, but yeah,
Yeah.
always.
I really agree with that. Just both sides, just really be respectful. Like, trust that yes, there are some people in the world that are gonna be very hateful towards one another, but trust that there's people out there, and this goes for both sides. If you're a Democrat, trust that there's some Republicans that do respect your ideals and they respect you as a person. And if you're a Republican, trust that there's Democrats that are respecting your ideals. And even though y'all might not agree with the same things, then there's no reason why you have to be hateful and violent towards people. I really think that yes, it'll go so chaotic in the next week, maybe months. I don't know. But I have hope that we can all grow after all of this as a country. And hopefully that this will not tear us apart even more than we already have in this last 4 years.
Yeah. And just one more thing too before we did.
Yes.
I know we're saying to be respectful of both sides, but also just remember that movements like Black Lives Matter, like movements against ICE, those are not political issues. Those are human rights issues. So if somebody is telling you that they don't agree with those movements for different reasons, you do not have to respect them. You do not have to be their friend. That you can have different political opinions, and you can still be friends. Like, that's okay. But human rights is not a political issue, and I do not have to like you if you disagree with me about human rights.
Yes.
Thanks.
Yes. I love this episode. I hope you guys at home really love this episode, and I really hope like something in this was said and it makes you think. Like, that's like the goal between me and Taylor. That's what we love to do for y'all. We like to make sure that every episode just really is something that sparks a new conversation between you and your friends or makes you think. And so we'll be back next week. No, not next week. The week after. And we'll have such a great episode for y'all. So hope y'all enjoyed this episode. And we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.